of you are new here and haven't met me, I'm Reverend Jane, and I was the previous senior minister before Reverend William, and so I am really pleased to acknowledge these two today. So first of all, Reverend Kevin Kubota. We are celebrating him because he has recently been ordained through the Thread Seminary. The Thread Seminary is an interspiritual seminary that focuses on relationships as spirituality. And so he was ordained last week. Reverend Cari Bourette, we are celebrating her receiving of her diploma, a Master's of Divinity, through Unity Worldwide Spiritual Institute. Reverend Cari is already an interfaith minister and has been for many years, and she went through the whole Unity training program and is being awarded her diploma. Reverend Cari has what is called in Unity an evolving ministry. It's a Unity-approved ministry, and her ministry is called Confluence Is. It's about as we evolve in life, our consciousness evolves, and she is supporting people who are evolving into a true awareness of non-dual reality. Yeah, I mean, we all get non-dual reality as a concept, but living it is very different. And Cari is living it, and her ministry has been, and her training has been an evolutionary process. And she is now supporting those, and she's supporting them in particular through programs online and through a pilgrimage. So if you've been here for a while, you've heard her speak and just witnessed her beautiful energy. But if you haven't seen her or met her because she's been out traveling where Spirit calls her, sometimes couch surfing, sometimes in a cushy bed, but building community wherever she goes, and it's really a ministry of presence, just being present to what is needed by this person in front of her. And it's not the kind of thing where it's like, oh, check, I did this, and I did this, and I did this. It's a ministry of being. So that's what Reverend Cari's ministry looks like. Reverend Kevin has just been ordained, so he can't say, oh, I've done this and this and this, and I'm going to do this and this and this. What he's actually going to do is go on a solo trip to ponder what may be next. He knows that he is writing a book that he conceived about 10 years ago about the beauty in the world. And he's a professional photographer, and that's been his lifelong career, but he's looking at photography and the spirituality of it and actually speaking about that and writing about it, seeing the world through the lens of beauty, as Andrew was talking about in his prayer, beauty all around. And Reverend Kev has got a heart and so much compassion. He creates community wherever he goes. And so that's what his ministry sort of will look like, and it will unfold. And he may have leadership here as well. Reverend William and he have talked, and Reverend William has said, I want you here. I want you in whatever lights you up. So that is to be determined yet. But let's put in extra prayers that we get lots of him, because you know how charismatic and how heartfelt he is. So that's their ministries. I want to talk a little bit about what is a minister, because you might have different ideas about it. A minister is primarily a state of being. It's not a thing that you do, and it doesn't look a certain way. It's a commitment to being guided by Spirit, and it's a commitment to letting life be your creative partner. So you're not a victim of life, and no matter what comes along, and trust me, stuff comes along, you do not take that as something that's happening to you. You go within and see, okay, what is being called forth from me? And the process of going through the training that they have both received is part of what prepares you for a lifetime of doing that. Anybody can go to Universal Life Church and get a license as a minister and go marry somebody. But that is not becoming a minister. It is a process that transforms you. And both of these individuals have done that. So I want to, and also I should say, the other thing, it's a serving role. And the serving is specifically serving you to recognize the light that you are. That's what you're doing when you serve others. It isn't about washing the dishes, although you're not above that. It's about seeing people and empowering them to see themselves as the light they are. So I have some gifts for both of you, and not enough hands, but this is a box, and this is for blessings. Cari, yours has got one with a butterfly to represent the transformation that you have been going through. And for cigars, you can put cigars in it if you want. There's all kinds of blessings in the world. And Kevin's has the tree of life, which, such a coincidence. This is a box of tarot cards. Yours is for divine feathers, because birds talk to her. And intuition is part of how we commune with the divine. We listen, and we take information from the world around us. Yours is Earth Blessings, and it's all beautiful photography of the earth. So it seemed very fitting. This is this is a journal to catch your own inspiration along the way. And this is yours. And so it should come in handy on that solo trip next week. And this is a heart to represent the heart that you are and that you shine. And this one it's made of rock, because I know you like rocks, and it's from Brazil. And this one is for you. And this one is from Botswana. And I don't know if you've been to Botswana, but gosh, you seem like you've been everywhere in the world. So maybe it's a bucket list thing if you haven't been there. And finally, Reverend Cari, this is your diploma from Unity Worldwide Spiritual Institute. And I'd like to invite the other reverends in the room to come up at this point. But our community is a little bit unusual. We've been called an incubator of ministers. And some of them are homegrown. So it started with Reverend Terry Hawkins founded this in 2001, she encouraged Reverend Jim and I into ministry. And I will tell you this, in case you're sitting there with a call, the first response is usually, no. Who, me? But she encouraged both of us to become ministers. Then when I was the senior minister, I encouraged Reverend Sylvia, who is now a Unity minister. And she has an online ministry where she speaks at other Unity churches. She does work for the environment and social justice, and she does a lot of writing, and she's a social activist minister. Reverend Kevin and Reverend William were also people that I encouraged into ministry and who are now ministers. Reverend Cari was in the ministry process when she found us and moved all the way from California to be here with us and completed her ministry, her training. She was already a minister, an interfaith minister, when she came to us. These other three lovely women, and Reverend Kelly as well, were already ministers when they found us, but we're sort of magnetic to ministers. And their ministries look very different. Reverend Beth is very active here at Unity with leadership training and education. She's in charge of the education program. Reverend Tam is sort of the minister over at Hayden Homes, if you didn't know. She works with executives, she's an author, and she has a new ministry with grief, and she does a lot of amazing things. Reverend Robin is a dating coach, and she is bringing spirituality and self-awareness into that whole world. And also an amazing world of horses, too, that she works with. Reverend Jim is rocking, aging, and not letting anything get in your way. and particularly wonderful with children. Reverend Kelly, who's not here, he is channeling and working with hospice, and you know Reverend William. So I want to give each one of these an opportunity to offer a blessing to our new ministers.
Welcome to the beginning, the middle, the end, and everything else. I wanted to give you the biggest thing I've learned, and that is the more I know, the more I realize I know nothing. And it opens up dimensions of new possibilities. And so I just bless you with the passion of always wanting to open up to more. And in those moments, if you have them like I do, where I don't know a thing, you recognize that that's a high space of realizing that you don't know. Because when you open up your heart to I don't know, Spirit flows in and flows back out. So I bless you with that ongoing passion of Spirit flow.
I did not begin in a Unity ministry. And so what I love most about both of these people up here is that they took every tradition they had, they explored the calling and didn't let any other person's limits define how they were going to show up in the world. So this blessing is for you. May love always be your first response and trust your constant companion. May you love generously, listen deeply, and trust the still, small voice that called you into this sacred work. On the days when the path is clear, walk it with joy. On the days when it isn't, and there will be many, Remember that the presence has called you will also be your guide. Love the people before you. Trust the Spirit within you. May your lives become a blessing to all who seek the light you have been called to share. And so it is. I'm going to take it over to Jim.
So I'd like to just add that I bless you both because I know you both. I know how deep you feel. I know the spirit that's within each of you. And Reverend Cari, I just know that your depth of knowledge, your breadth of knowledge, and your wisdom and your compassion will shine through as you go into your ministry. And Kevin, I know your storytelling, your humor, and your humility will carry you forward in ways that people can't even imagine right now. Both of you are going to shine in ways that you can't imagine right now. I can imagine it. But I just see you both as a blessing to this community and to the world. And so it is.
Hi, Eric, it's Sylvia. So I am just so impressed with both of you. I know a little bit about both of your journeys, and one of the things that impresses me so much is that you each did not conform. You each really listened to your heart and your own path, and sometimes took on institutions to do what you really needed to do, and I think it's just going to be so cool to see where you go with it now. So I'm really honored to be here. Congratulations. This whole community is made better because of your paths. So blessings to you.
And I'd like to say and bless you with always to listen deeply and trust that divine presence that really inspires the path that you are on, being present, and that in your service that you really are grounded and steeped in conscious self-awareness, in integrity, in relationship skills, in loving compassion, and that you continue to grow and awaken, and that is an example for others to grow and awaken. Blessings.
And from Reverend Kelly, he said, stay connected to Spirit, continue to evolve, follow your passions, and dwell in love. And Reverend William, Cari knows what you have gone through to get that diploma better than most. And he is so proud of you, and knows that you will do great things as you have been doing in this world. And Reverend Kevin, he says that he wants you at his side. Yeah. So now it's your turn for a blessing. So up on the screen, there's a slide of some words that you can say, or there will be. Maybe you can just repeat after me. We love you. We love you. We bless you. We bless you. We see the light and love you radiate. And now we're just going to take that into song, The Face of God. You're looking at it right here.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You're the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.